Hi everyone, welcome to the BB Week Briefing 2024. What is BB Week about? Well, BB Week is an annual fundraising campaign that's conducted by all BB companies in Singapore, and we raise all the money that is needed to keep the BB running, which is actually BBHQ as well as the BB companies. It's happening this year between 3rd March 2024 to 7th April 2024. Now, why do we have BB Week? We have BB Week because we want to raise funds to run the company, and there are a lot of people out there who want to give to a worthy cause. We are that worthy cause, or at least I hope that you are worthy cause, and we want to let them know that by giving to the BB, we continue our mission for the advancement for Christ's kingdom as well as youth development. And so, where does this money that has been raised for BB Week go to? It goes to BB programs for boys, for subsidies for your camps, for your trips, for your pizza, for your food, for all the delicious and wonderful things you've done, for unofficial activities like your fish eggs, and other times where you go out and play bowling or laser tag, okay, and of course for fees for subsidies such as your competitions and your causes that you go for, like Primer Summit and so on and so forth. Now, here are some of the activities that you have done before, and these are heavily sponsored or completely paid for by the company. The band, for example, is completely paid for by the company. Okay, the app sailing, map reading. Okay, so a lot of these activities that we do, they require money. Your food takes up the most amount of budget. Okay, and I hope that if you found community here, if you found a sense of purpose, if you've found a sense of fun, and you want to continue to keep doing these activities, then please go out there and ask people to donate. No one's asking you to donate from your pocket, but please go out and ask people to donate. And one more area that we actually use quite a fair bit of money, and that's outreach. Okay, we want to make sure that the monies that we raise actually go towards the public, actually go towards blessing others. Okay, so without further ado, I want to highlight one quick point. So for example, we've had Founders Day Parade, and Founders Day Parade rehearsal, we actually buy pizza for those people who actually come down and take all that blood, sweat and that time to just march, on that hot sunny afternoon. And where does the money come from? It comes from the amount of money that we raise for BB Week. So how much do we really need? Okay, well, let's put it in perspective. All of you pay activity fees of $102.10. There are about 200 members in BB, so 200 times 102.10, it's $20,420. Now, the amount of operating costs, that means the amount of money that we spend each year as a company, is around $100,000. No cap, okay? It's about $100,000 or so. Now, the difference between $100,000 and $20,000 is about $80,000. And where is that difference going to come out from? It's going to come from BB Week. So if we don't raise $80,000, we're in trouble. Now, how do we collect these donations? There are four main methods. Four methods which are open to you: donation cards, leaflets, giving.sg, and PayNow. Let me briefly explain what's the difference. A donation card is a card with lots of those little boxes. Okay, if you have taken some cash, you tick it. That's a donation card. A leaflet is also a piece of paper, but it looks like an envelope. You put money in, or you put a check in, and then you write your details at the back. Giving.sg is an internet platform for which you go on the platform and you actually click and put in your credit card details, and you actually tell them how much you want to give. So that's done online. And the last version of donation is PayNow. It doesn't require any internet platform other than your banking app. So you go to your banking app, you choose the UEN number, and you type how much money you want to give, and you press enter. And that's basically the four different methods. Now, our approach is to actually tell people what BB is about, rather than to go to them and say, hey, I need to raise money for BB. Boom. You actually go and tell them what BB is about and how BB has actually affected and improved your life, how it's added value, how you have had fun, how it's helped to change your life, and how you feel a sense of community and belonging in BB. Of course, if you don't, then there's nothing much I can say. But I believe that showing and telling people how you have benefited and how their donations will be used to actually support your growth, your development, will be something worthwhile. So let's go through the different methods. The first method, donation cards. Now, the donation card will look something like this. There will be a number. The card is issued to you, so please write your name, not your half name, your full name, okay, as well as your BB unique ID, okay, which will be your name followed by your class. So if you're Nicholas Lee, it's Nicholas Lee 414, 414 being the class. If you're Lee Xiaoming only, then you'll be Lee Xiaoming 414. Your rank, please write that down. Okay, and then when you're done collecting on the donation card, write down the total money you collected. Write down the name of your teacher in charge. Okay, not your class teacher, but your BB cohort teacher. I will show the names later. Okay, and of course the company number will be 12i. Okay, now once you have received the money from a donor, for example, a donor gives you $8. Okay, what you should do is sign on the 5. Okay, and sign on the 2. Okay, and also the $1 if there is. But in this case, if she gave $8, give her $2 change back. Okay, or ask her to donate $10. Okay, make sure once you get the money that the donor or yourself signs on that card. Now in this case, the signing for this G up here at the top is for 6 boxes. 222. So if you only had meant to sign on a $2, but you landed up signing on 6 boxes, you've got to pay $6. That's called accountability. Okay, and so likewise, don't go and take correction tape and write over it. Be very careful what you sign on. Don't also create extra boxes such as the ones at the top and at the bottom. Don't. If you need another card, take the money first, hold on to it, and when you get another card, sign for it. Okay. Don't also paste stickers on the card. Doesn't make sense. Okay. Don't draw lines on the card. Okay. To make sure that you want to cancel the whole thing. Don't do that. Okay. The moment see this red line here, has touched the $10, $5, $5, that's $20, $25, $30, $32, $34, $36, $38. So just this red line alone will mean that you have raised $38. And when your teachers check the card, they will say $38. So if you don't want something like that to happen, don't draw lines. Now, at the end of the day, any box that has been marked means that somebody has donated. Okay, and you are required to pay that money. The shortfall will not come from me, will not come from the teachers, it will come from you. Okay, so what happens if you lose your card? Well, let's just say you will be in big trouble but we're going to give you a solution out of it. You will need to go to this link here, police.gov.sg, e-services report, lost property report. So it's a lost property report. You must log the report and then send a copy to your TIC. You can print it out and give it to them, or you can print the e-copy or a digital copy in PDF and send it to the teacher in charge. What happens if you lose your card and you fail to go to the police? Let me tell you, we'll bring you to the police station. This is not a joke. The second method of collection is a leaflet. Now the leaflet looks like this, and it basically looks like an envelope. So same thing, when you have received the money or a check, put the money or the check into the envelope, fill up all the particulars. The only particular that you need to fill up is your name, your rank and name over here at the bottom. But if your donor is willing and he wants tax deduction, remember this word tax deduction, then he needs to fill up his name, his NRIC, the address, postal code, telephone number, office, email, so on. The most important thing is to capture his IC number. When they've captured the IC number, we can start the tax deduction process. He must also fill up the various fields, especially if you're using a bank or check number. Okay. So for leaflets, the leaflet should be sealed. What does that mean? The leaflet is like an envelope. It will be open. When you have received cash, check, you put it into the leaflet and you seal the leaflet. It's like sealing an envelope. Don't open, after it's been sealed, don't open it anymore. Okay? All donations via leaflets will enjoy tax deduction only if the NRIC is given. Donations via the donation cards, the one we shared just now, will not have tax exemption. Okay. The next method is giving.sg. Now this requires an online portal, which means you go online. So as you see here, the website address is giving.sg. So online national is an online national donation platform. There are many areas to give other than the BB. Okay. If you search for the Boys Brigade in Singapore, there'll be a dedicated site to BB. Okay, and there will be a dedicated site for 12IBB. This is the one that you want to go for. We will send the link to you on Teams. Okay, now how to use it. First, that person will need to create an account to go to giving.sg. You click on the amount that you want to donate, and when you are done checking out, it's like a shopping cart when you want to check out, make sure you remove the Boys Brigade in Singapore, the first one. Okay, only capture the second one, which will say BB Week 2024 12i Singapore Company. That's the one that you want to go for. Now, all this is like a competition, and it is a competition. Okay, so if you click the Boys Brigade in Singapore, it won't be recorded towards the amount that you raised. But if you click the BB 12i Singapore Company one, then it'll go towards the competition, which we'll explain later. And the fourth method is PayNow. PayNow. So for your parents, they'll have banking apps. They simply need to go to their banking app. All right, open up the PayNow, key in the UEN, which is S62SS0041D. Okay, they need to select their account, and then in the reference number, very important, the reference number is very important. They will need to type 12i followed by your unique BB ID, which we covered it just now. Remember, it was Xiaoming 414, right? So write your name followed by your class, and make sure you put 12i in front. That is the name of your company. Remember, there are many companies out there: first company, second company, third company, fourth company, fifth company, but we are 12i Singapore Company. So make sure the company followed by your name and class are there. Do not ask strangers to donate, okay? And don't do it for services. Don't do it for services means we're not the scouts. We're not going to go into someone's home and clean up their house and say, "Hey, I cleaned up your house, can you give me money?" Okay? And if you lose the cards, don't lose the cards, don't lose the leaflets. Okay? Now the collection period officially is between 3rd March and 7 April 2024. Okay, and when your cards and leaflets are filled or they are finished using, please approach your cohort TIC for more. In other words, if you have had donors write for all your card fully and you want more cards, please let us know. We will give them to you. Now, the submission of donation cards, leaflets, and monies. When do you do it? How do you do it? So, your TIC will tell you, but keep this date in mind: 5th April and 12th April. So, if you're very hardworking and you want to extend yourself and you want to give in the second round, we are willing to do that. Okay, but we want all the cards to come in by 12th April latest. But 5th April will be the first collection. So if you feel like you've already raised a lot of money, you've approached a lot of people, okay, then give your cards by 5th April. We want to see effort. I can tell you for a fact that for year 5, year 6, the teacher has already told the primers, if the card is blank, the card will be given back to you. So please go and try. Please go and make an effort. We are not asking you to take your money. Okay, we're not asking your parents for money. We are asking you to go out there and to ask people. Ask your friends, ask your family, ask friends of your family. If you go to church and ask people in church. Go and ask. Okay? Dare to even ask your teachers. Your teachers are earning a salary. And please don't ask BB officers, because BB officers also have their own BB week. Now, failure to submit the BB week cards, the leaflets, and the monies by 12 April will result in a visit to the police station. That's right. We are not bringing you to the principal's office. We are bringing you to the police station. Okay? Your promotions will be delayed and will give you 2 BB offense points. It is a very, very serious offense if you do not submit your BB week cards on time. Why? Because the police will get involved. It's considered lost or stolen property if you don't submit it on time. So if you don't submit it on time by 12 April, I guarantee you, we will fine you, we will bring you to the police station. Now, these are the cohort TICs. I'm going to give you a minute to just take a look. For year 1 is Ms. Maybelline Tan. For year 2 is Mrs. Elaine Lui. Year 3 is Mr. James Tan. Year 4, Mr. Joseph Sim. For primers, year 5 and year 6 is Ms. Li Yexia. And for officers will be Mrs. Elaine Lui. Now, this is what a check looks like. A check may be a bit outdated, but this is what a check looks like. Please make sure that when a check is given to you, at the back of the check, you write your name, your class, your contact number, and the BB, and you say BB week. I say again, at the back of the check, not the front of the check. At the back of the check, write your name, class, contact number, and BB week. Make sure you write 12i Singapore Company or ACS Independent, so that again we know which school you come from. Now, how to ask for donations. Now we have here a quick video which we're going to play, right? And I hope this will give you some insight on how we're going to ask for donations. Always be courteous.
Hi, so my officer say BB need money and cause we're broke and the school don't want to give us money. Can give me?
Wow, you don't want to give me money, they ask money from me lah.
Nah.
Huh?
Hi Auntie, we're raising funds for the boys brigade in Singapore. Would you like to know more?
Yeah, sure, tell me more.
Auntie, BB needs money to bring you to play laser tag.
Why you take my money go play laser tag?
Hi Auntie, BB has helped me to grow a lot. It also runs many programs that develop us into young men of character. Do let me know if you would like to know more, and it would be much appreciated if you could donate as well.
Okay.
So all the best for your BBB collection, yeah? Now, when we are approaching adults, always identify people who potentially you want to approach. So you can start with people that, maybe you want to start with people that you actually know well. Okay, people that you're familiar with, like your auntie, your uncle, or maybe your father's friends, your mother's friends. And then as you become more and more confident, you might want to consider asking people you're not very familiar with. Okay, so always be confident. Okay, the truth is that, you know, you may feel scared, but after you ask, once you start going, it'll just continue. In fact, you can only get better and better as you try and ask more and more. Okay, make sure that you address them politely and you introduce yourself. Say hello auntie, hello uncle. Okay, don't hey, nah, doesn't make sense. Okay, so please, when you call people hello auntie, hello uncle, be positive, be confident. Okay, put yourself out there. Okay, and when you approach them, don't be rude, don't chase that people, don't have an intimidating presence so that when people don't want to be near you, don't, hey, can you give me money, please, please, please. Yeah, don't be like that. Okay, be gentle, be nice. Okay, and don't force them if they don't want to. Okay, it helps to be confident. Don't be awkward, don't be shy, just ask. It's not too tall an order. We all need to learn confidence, so this is one fantastic way to actually go and learn it. Okay, when you ask for donations, explain why you are asking for donation. Why? What is the money going towards? Why are we doing it? And give them opportunities to ask questions about the Boys Brigade, about what's going on in the Boys Brigade. Why does the Boys Brigade need money? And don't hand them the card without any explanation. Explain to them what they need to do. So if you give them the donation card, say, could you donate this amount? Now don't say, can you donate $2, the lowest amount. Don't. Ask big. Could you donate $50? Could you donate $100? Okay, and they may feel at first reluctant, but if you smile and ask nicely, they might give. And if they give you $50 and you find that there's no space on your card, take the money and put it in the leaflet and offer them tax donation. Two magic words that adults like to hear: tax exemption, tax exemption, tax exemption. So don't be too pushy, but know and try to convince them. And don't be ashamed. Don't shame the amount that they give. So if let's say you ask for $50, they say, I don't have a lot of money. Can I give you $2? Well, just say thank you, okay? Because it's not about the amount of money they give, but it's about the heart. Okay, so as for when you approach, make sure that you also have some testimonies in mind about some positive examples about how BB has been nice and awesome, what you enjoy about it. So prepare what you're saying beforehand. Don't just go there and wing it, okay? Because if you wing it, chances are you might mess up a little bit, and that will be bad for your confidence. So share about how BB has been meaningful, how it's benefited you, your friends, how you've done meaningful activities, how it's contributed to your development, and how you've grown through the process, what kind of outreach activities we've done, how we've blessed the homeless, how we've blessed the migrant workers, how we have gone out to help people who are disadvantaged in Singapore, how you've bought food items and you've, in December, you bring it to other people who are in need of them. Please share what you've been doing. Okay, talk about your cohort level activities, what great fun you're having. Talk about BB Cares, BB Share a Gift. Okay, get people interested and on board, and then they'll be more willing to donate to a cause that when they feel that enthusiasm and excitement from you. Don't talk only about, I play laser tag, I play captain's ball. By the way, captain's ball don't need money, okay? So talk about more meaningful things, okay? Because people really want to know what's meaningful to you. How does it bring you together? What's awesome about it? That sense of camaraderie, that sense of brotherhood. Make it personal. Make it personal. When you make it personal, it's a powerful testimony. So here are some bonus tips. Okay, don't just approach with the card. Try with the leaflets and pamphlets first. Okay, ask for a high number, and if they say you're crazy, half that number. So maybe start with $100. Okay, and work your way up. But if you feel they're very reluctant, then you say, okay, if you can't give 100, can you give 50? If you can't give 50, can you give 25? If you can't give 25, can you give 20 or 10? Slowly work your way down. Okay, make it, gamify the experience, make it feel cool and like you're in a game, and try to hit your targets. Okay, so encourage them to donate more. Okay, and if you need more leaflets, ask your TICs. They are here for you. They will give you more leaflets. Okay, and remember, in all circumstances, write your rank, name, and Top Eye Singapore company. Rank, name, and Top Eye Singapore company. Okay, now if you meet some people who are not working, that means they're in school. Okay, you might want to ask them not for like $50. Might want to ask for smaller amounts like $2 or $5 or even $10. Okay, but if someone is willing to ask for $10, okay, then make sure they sign for $5, $5 or $10. Okay, now at the end of the day, sad to say, there is a competitive element, there's a competitive aspect, and our company has been winning for the previous years. We want to continue that, but we are also introducing an individual element. Basically, those people who collect a lot of money will get an individual collection. Now, what we're doing a bit different this year is, instead of recognizing everyone who did so, we're just going to give you some basic statistics. So the officer which raised the most amount of money was 70,000 plus. Not gonna say which officer this is. The next officer who raised a lot of money was in the 10,000s. Okay, our the top boy who raised the most amount of money raised $5,000, more than $5,000. Okay, and he's actually eligible to get a Nintendo Switch, an iPad, or an Apple Watch. Can only choose one, but he raised $5,000. Okay, we have had 5 boys in 2023 raise above $800, and they will receive a pair of wireless earphones. 6 boys raised above $400 and will receive a large power bank, and 90 boys raised above 200, and so we'll give them a small token, a small power bank. Okay, we want to say that if you show effort, if you put in blood and sweat, if you actually raise money, okay, we'll give that back in some shape and form to you. I remember last year someone asked me, if I raise $2,000, why am I not getting an iPhone? And the answer is simple: because that $2,000 doesn't go to you. You're not raising the money for yourself. That money you raise goes to the Boys Brigade, and we take a certain small percentage of that money to reward you, and we do it towards your prizes. Now, not just about individual collection. When it comes to individual collection, we count your total card collection. Remember I told you about the card, and then the leaflets also, which is the envelopes, and then the Giving.sg collection, which is the one where your donors go online to Giving SG and put, and also the PayNow collection. For the PayNow collection, we require the evidence. So it will be helpful if your donor did the PayNow and did a screenshot, and we can try to apply for tax exemption if possible. Okay, so if the collection is above $5,000, we are open to letting you choose which of these 3 prizes you want. Either an Apple Watch, an iPad, or Nintendo Switch. I'll let that sink in. There's also going to be a cohort level competition, because what we always encourage in BB is not individual competitiveness, but moving together as a group. If your cohort averaged out has the highest average collection, that means if there are 50 people in the cohort and $500,000 was raised, that means everyone raised on average $10,000. Okay, then we will give that cohort, and if it's the highest amongst the other cohorts, then we will give the whole cohort a pizza buffet. So there are 6 cohorts, right? Year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, year 5, year 6, correct? And so the cohort with the highest average will get a pizza buffet. That's it. I hope that you raise well. I hope that if you have any questions, please ask us. Thank you.